Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and I collect dishcloths. Not just any dishcloths. I want dishcloths from all over the world. And I haven't used them. I have been holding on to them because I have a project in mind that I have been waiting to do. So I have collected some on my own, and I have some friends that have collected them for me along the way. And what I want to do with this is make a tablecloth. I want to sew them all together, lay them out in some fun patterns, stitch them together, and have an international tablecloth. And I think that tablecloth with all of the dishcloths would be a lot of fun to sit at. Now, dishcloths are usually not high quality, so it's very important that we wash them with warm water and dry them. They're going to shrink, they're going to stretch, and sometimes those colors might bleed. So it's important that we know what we're working with right at the very beginning. My dishcloths have been washed and dried, and now I am going to trim these down. I do not want these heavy seams in my tablecloth. It's really just asking for a wine glass to tip over. And a lot of times the dishcloths are not sewn well, so the patterns are not really centered on them. So I do want to clean them up and make them look really nice. Now I am hoping that I can just trim off the extra, but if not, I can just take a seam ripper and open up some of those seams so that they can lay flat. Once I've taken out those seams, I'm going to dampen the entire dishcloth. So I'm just going to spray these and make them nice and damp. Unroll those seams and just smooth them out. You can see this one now, I have a lot more fabric to work with. I'm just going to smooth this out. And you can already see how much nicer this looks. The damp fabric helps it go back to its regular shape, and it relaxes it. So I'm going to be able to trim it better. And I'm going to trim it while it's wet, even before I press it. I'm going to use some design in the dishcloth to determine that extra that I want to cut off. And I usually like to aim for about 1 inch. And in this case, I could even do 1.5 inches. So I have that 1.5 inches on some type of an edge or a boundary. Now you're going to find that they're not straight. So we're going to be able to manipulate them. And I'm going to pull that fabric one way or the other just to sort of line that up. And it really doesn't have to be exact, but it's very easy to do with that fabric damp. Now I can trim off that extra, rotate and trim all edges the same. And I'm going to press a seam allowance over. So I'm just going to be able to fold, and I'm going to press all 4 sides down and give this a good flat press. This is now so much nicer to work with. The wrinkles are out. I have a nice big seam allowance to work with. I'm going to do all of my dishcloths this way, and then I'm going to bring them and lay them out on my kitchen table. So here's the table that I do want to make the tablecloth for. So I'm going to just lay these out, and I'm going to overlap them, and I'm going to come with a design that I like. There's some words that I'm going to want to see, and I'm going to have the edges go over the table as well. And I'm not going to cut them round. I'm going to leave them so they have all different types of shapes. So my table is now covered with all of these dishcloths. Now I'm going to pin these all together. I'm not going to use straight pins. I'm going to use safety pins. And then I'm going to be able to take it into my sewing room and start sewing them together. I have it all pinned together, and I was able to bring it down and transfer it to a surface that I can work on. I do need to sew these together, but when I do sew them together, I want to trim off the back pieces that I am not going to be using. My goal is to have one layer throughout the entire project. So I'm going to have to go piece by piece. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to stitch up here, come down, stitch up this, and come back down. And then I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to be able to trim off all of this back stuff. Once that piece is done, I will go to the next section. So this is the seam that I sewed. The pins held those back flaps on, so I didn't stitch over them. Now I can remove what's underneath. And I'm going to use pinking shears. And yes, I'm going to cut that piece right off. I'm going to put my hand in underneath and use my hand as a guide so I don't cut the front fabric. Once those back pieces have been trimmed off, I'm going to find a new path, stitch it, trim, and keep going. All of those pieces are now sewn together, and the tablecloth is nice and flat. And the back looks like this. I have trimmed as I went along, so I do not have any overlaps, which means this is going to stay flat. Now I did use pinking shears to clean up all of these edges, and that way they won't fray when I wash them. Now I need to do the edges. If you have enough fabric, you can always do a little fold inside and then stitch all the way around. How crazy fun is this tablecloth? I am sure it is going to cause a lot of conversation when we are sitting at the table. It is busy, it is fun, and I was able to use up my dishcloths. Let me show you what it's going to look like when I set a nice table. My tablecloth is done just in time for company. I have company coming in a few minutes, which means I still have time to take the lint off of my dress, and my husband is finishing up the dinner. Now, I'm probably the only one who collects dishcloths, but just in case you have a little collection on your own, this might be the answer to use them up. Have a great dinner, everyone. Bye for now.